Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be going over the blocking in stage for this Nintendo cartridge, Gen 1 cartridge. So it looks like a fun model to start blocking in things. And again, this is gonna fall into the section right here, into this section, blocking out your model's main shape. As I mentioned before, I made a additional new section so that right here, see, surviving Maya, part 1, when everything goes wrong, part 2, schematic drawings and photo images into Maya, setting it up. And pay attention to this one where it has camera image planes and free image plane. And also part 3, sequential order, right? 1, 2, and 3. I have different objects to show and how I approach them in modeling, like a treasure chest, perfume bottle, arcade machine, like an old radio, kind of rectangular and boxy, and just recently another more square shaped and highly beveled, like round beveled industrial design object. So there's very different varieties of shapes, and some slightly different strategies here and there, but the tools, like I said, the tools are the same. The procedures that I approach it with are the same. So that's why I have it all in different segments and in categories, just to organize it better. And like I also said, there's another section here just for miscellaneous but important tools, right? They're not specific model subjects. The specific tools that I use. And this one, going back to this one, is specific models in their own module, and they're gonna be continual, right? In total, I have here at least 40, almost 40 videos. So yeah, make use of it. All right, here we are. First thing I want to do is I'm in my front view. I'll lift this up. All right, front view. If there are other students and so forth that are watching this, and if you think I'm going kind of fast, you have to again look into these videos. For example, Surviving Maya. All right, these go a little bit slower, and I try not to go too fast anyway. Or even this one, they go a little bit slower, right? So here I am, front view, space bar, I'm in perspective, right? I push this in space for a reason. Right, maybe I'll push this way and this way. Right, these are called free image planes. Alright, image 1. From now on, things needs to be a specific way, and I will make a checklist. Front. Three-quarter. Alright, so okay, now I'm gonna grab these, put them in this layer right there. See, this will also be a requirement. Should I put that in there too? Yeah, why not? Right? And it's required that they are literally in there, right? Okay, spacebar, spacebar in my front view. Now I'm gonna make a cube. This is a polycube. Anything in orange, also here is a polycube, it's a cube. You can also get from here, create polygon primitives, cube. I'm just gonna grab it here. It's down here. Again, this is the this is the floor, right? This is the midline of the 3D world. I don't want it to be in the middle of the floor. I explained this in my video 1. Okay. Here. I believe it's here and here. And in the other videos. They're in literally all the videos I explain it, because again, what I do is the same process, the same workflow. Select it, go into its inputs, click on the inputs, put in 2, highlight it, put it in 2. And here, you'll see that the lines show, which is what I want. Now, I'm going to move its pivot point, its anchor point. Press D as in David. This will pop up. Just press it once. Now, press and hold V as in Victor. This is the snap and move tool. Now, grab the tip of the arrow. I repeat, grab only the tip of the arrow to get precision, movement, and snap it down. I don't want to see you guys grabbing like here, you know, things like that, or just miscellaneously. That's how it gets moved all over the place. Alright, good. So I moved the pivot point down there. I'm going to move this up, like that. That is actually 0.5 in my channel box right here, right? I'm going to go into my outliner, double click here, I'm going to name it Nintendo Cartridge, right? Then this annoys me. I'm gonna unlock that because we're not set to reference. I'm gonna drag this down a bit so it's flush. I'm gonna lock it back up into R. Now I'm gonna scale it up from the middle in my front view, and there's a reason why I scale it in the front view. It's also explained in the other videos. Alright, good. Okay, and you notice this part, you know, there's a transition in shape. So, oh, look at that. This part's a little bit off. I'm gonna unlock my photo reference, press W to get the move tool, and I'm just gonna slightly move it over so it, let me hide my grid. So you see this line? This line here, that is my model that I'm blocking out. So in return, I'm just lining this up. See? The cartridge, not the 3D model, just the cartridge. So it's right that right in the center. Then I'm gonna lock it. Then I'm gonna grab the 3D model. See? 3D model. Press R. And I'm just gonna, from the center, just scale it down so it touches like that. A perfect fit. Then, going back to what I mentioned about this here and this here, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to use these lines. Okay. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to just go all the way up like that. Right? Something like that. I'm going to just leave it here like this. I'm not going to worry about this or this. I can extrude these out. I just want just to block in the shape. And you could try to do this, right? Right, that's considered blocking in the shape, but I'm not going to do that. There's a reason why. The other thing too is I'm going to unlock the photo reference. I'm going to grab my image plane. Right, I'm in my channel box right here. I'm gonna click on attribute editor. Right here, image plane, color gain. I'm gonna set it to lower value because it's not so bright, and it's not gonna challenge my 3D model, which is also in green, and make it hard to see. Like that. Right around here. So go back and lock out my photo reference. Now I'm gonna grab my 3D model again. So what am I gonna do? I got my height, I got my divisions, right? I'm gonna add an edge loop here. An edge loop. I repeat, I'm going to add a edge loop, which I'll show right now. Shift right click and hold the shift, hold the right click. Insert edge loop. Click drag on edges. So, I'm gonna just, where you click on, right, to make this cut, is you click on the perpendicular line that goes perpendicular to this line. This implied line, perpendicular, is this. I'm gonna click on here. Left click and hold and drag. You have a live tool where you can place it like that. Press W. Make sure to get out of the tool by pressing W. Right, spacebar, and you notice it is massive. I don't like that. And so I'm just gonna look in my references. It's about that thick in comparison to the height and the width going this way. The volume or thickness, whatever you want to call it, is that much proportionally. So obviously this is too much. From the center, this center, pressing R right here, this center, see the line going across? That's the scale tool. Do not grab these. These are constrained scale. I'm just going to use my judgment. Looking at this photo like that, pull it back a bit. Just, something like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Looking at this photo, unlock it, grab it, unlock it, grab it, and you bring it forward. Bring this a little bit forward. Lock it back. I'm gonna do Alt 5. Oh, it's not working. Shading, wireframe unshaded. Again, shading, wireframe unshaded. Right, I think this is a good volume. Maybe press R, open up a bit more. There you go. Right, that works. Now to add this here and this here. So I'm looking here, press 5. I want my wireframe unshaded, shading, wireframe unshaded. Then from here, shift, hold down the right mouse button, go to faces. Hold down the right mouse button, hold it down, choose faces, drag and choose. And I'm gonna just, here's a quick way to select things. I'm in my component mode. I'm gonna just, from the outside, I'm gonna just left click and hold. I repeat, from the outside, I'm just gonna hold down the left click. I repeat, the left click, drag it down, select the whole thing. Right? Then, from my front panel, right, this is important, from the front panel, I'm gonna hold down the control, right, hold down the control key. Then from the outside here, right outside here, right around here-ish, outside, I'm gonna left click, drag down. What this does is it's gonna deselect those areas and let go. And you notice now here, I only select the sides, only here and here. Press 4, make sure that you only have that selected. Oh, also, deselect this, deselect that. I'm gonna hold down control, right? And left click. I'm still holding down control and left click and drag. So this and this, they're gonna punch out. Press 5. I'm gonna shift right click, extrude face. Again, hold on shift, hold on right click, extrude face, let go. Thickness 0.1, 0.5. Here's the window. Space bar. Space bar into here. Has to be definitely more. Maybe what? 0.6? 0.6 is a bit much. Maybe what? 0.55. Press W to get out of it because I'm happy with that. My instincts tell me that's a little bit more this way. So I want to make it a little bit wider this way. So I lost my tool. Where'd it go, right? Well, I can bring it back, but there's a way. I can go right click, object mode. Hold down right click, go to object mode. So it's all in green. Then I can click here. This is my thickness back again. And I'll make it 0.575. 0.585. Maybe 0.59. Maybe 0.6. Yeah, I'll leave it at 0.6. Yeah, now this reminds me of the old Nintendo. I repeat, you select it, you click on here. Bring that window back. Again, this is my history of what I did. First, I made my object. I click on it. Here's my 2, 2, and 2 to make these lines. Then I made my poly split ring, which I made us a split line going across here. No, here. I made it going across here. Right? Poly split ring, that interactive line. Then I made my extrude, which I pushed out here and I pushed out here. Right? Click on that, using this, remember? I don't need it anymore. Right? So that's how you block that out. And then there's this part here where it kind of pushes in, right? Yeah, this part's a little tricky. You just have to, you have to do some, you gotta make that line like that, and then you gotta, from there, you can't just delete it, and delete that. So that's a little bit more tricky. So this is 18 minutes, and I'm just gonna cut it short here. But like the title says, you're blocking in the shot, adding stuff like this and this and this. That's next chapter, which is details. So and this was been what, 19 minutes. Yeah, it's call it a day right here. All right, bye.